Hey guys, I got the question. Why does the Bible speak about peace, but yet it constantly talks about going to war and at times being even very aggressive about it in the way that they wipe people off the face of the earth? The two main reasons that I kind of drew from what I've read is that one, it's a show of power. At times, God needed to set forth an example and show just how powerful he could be. So he led underdog nations against some very powerful nations so that people could see what he could do with just the average person. Another reason why it needed to be done was to wipe away old ways of life. A lot of the nations that he wiped away, it speaks that just the methods of which they were sinning repetitively, and a lot of it had to do with some of the idols that they had set up and had begun to worship at just their sinning ways. So sometimes, sadly enough, the best thing to do is just come in and wipe everything over. But well, why would God need to come in and wipe everything over when He's the one that allowed it to be set up like that in the first place? Again, it goes back to just showing an example. Much like you teach a child, you allow a problem to come into play just so you can show them how to work through it. And in this case, that's what he done. He allowed idols and sin in ways for a while, and then when it was prime for showing an example, he led a nation in, more or less went to war and took over, and changed the sin ways of the nations that he took over. So it does speak a lot about war, but there's a reason for it, and it's never just for the purposes of war or for conquering land. It's usually a very Christian purpose.